Hello, listeners. So, today I am here with a topic which is very common and also very stressful for most of the mothers. It is about a fussy eater child. So, we all mothers, we want our children to be healthy, fit, strong, active, and we think that they can be like this only when we feed them with the correct amount of nutritional foods. Okay, and we want them to eat everything that we give them. Okay, so that is what first mistake that we are doing, that we want them to eat whatever we give. Okay, though if we might not even like that item, but we feel that okay, because this is healthy and we were not given and we are not used to it, but still the child should develop the habit of eating. So now let's come to the first and foremost important topic, the important point that we have to keep in our mind, that when we are just introducing food to the child, usually I think it's after 6 months that they introduce the solids to the child. So when you're give them to eat with their hands, okay, and not with spoons or anything else, so that the child can actually feel what the child is eating, and the child can see the colors of the food what the child is eating. So please don't make the child watch TV or phone while eating food. And whenever the child is eating, make sure that you are sitting with the child. When the child is eating, sit with the child, and if possible have a bite of the same thing that the child is eating. So this is when the child is just starting to eat. We call them as finger foods or hand foods. That means maybe a piece of banana or a boiled carrot, boiled potato, boiled apple. Okay, whichever the child can hold it in his or her hand and eat it. Okay, so with this also, when they are starting to eat slowly, they sometimes don't like a particular taste. So we have to identify what taste a child is not liking. Sometimes some kids don't like if it's very sweet or if it is sour. Okay, so depending on that, we have to choose what the child is interested in and what the child is not liking. And another thing is that we should never force a child to eat anything. We should not force a child to eat a particular thing which the child is avoiding many times. So we should change whatever item he's not liking, he or she is not liking, the baby is not liking, and then we can go to some other options. We have so many options these days. Like, yeah, if it's just 6 months old baby, we give them all boiled and smashed food. And we should make a very colorful or a decorative, you can use the vessels to feed the baby with some cartoon characters or very colorful bowls, colorful spoons, right? So at a younger age, actually it's a bit easier to feed, like whatever we smash and we give them, they kind of take. But the problems start when the child grows, like when the child is 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, during that time. So usually at this time, what happens is, the child needs attention from the parents. The child wants to somehow attract the parent towards them, and that is why they show tantrums. That's the main reason of the tantrums the kids show, is when they have very busy parents around them. If the parents are busy with their work or whatever, they don't like it. The kids want the parents to come and talk to them, ask them what happened, what they want. So they feel if they cry or they shout, that's the only way they can attract their parents. So first of all, let's give that time, or a half an hour that we are giving the child for food. Let's be with the child for that half an hour. Even if you're not eating at that time, maybe your eating schedule is different. So just sit with the child, talk to the child about the day or whatever happened. So I repeat again, please avoid watching TV while having food. And next, you can, when the child has grown, now it's like 3 or 4 years old child, you can add some flavors to the food, like some cinnamon, some garlic or ginger. This kind of taste can be introduced to the child. Not so spicy, but whatever they are liking, just to make it a bit tasty, and also the child will like. And even then, if the child is a very, very fussy eater, the next point that we can do is, we can give some options of vegetables or fruits to the child, and we can ask the child to select and decide on their own. If out of 5 the child is selecting only 2, we can keep a ratio of 2:1. That 2 fruits that the child likes and 1 fruit that the child doesn't like has to be taken in that week. So we can just say that, okay, these two you like, so I'm giving you these two, but also because this is good for you, you have to listen to mama and you have to eat one this for mama. Because we are giving them double the joy, and just one we are giving which they don't like but is healthier. To improve their knowledge about foods, vegetables and all, we can also show them some informative videos, and we can show how it helps them, and mostly we can show them animated informative videos which the child also likes it because it's cartoon and all. Like how we used to have Popeye when we were in our 90s, and that time we liked when how he used to eat that spinach and get energy. So similarly, now we have to see how we can tell kids that even food will give you energy. So we can show them some videos, some information we can give them which will make them understand, because we think that the kids don't understand these days, that what will they know, they don't know, we just have to tell them to eat, that's it. No, we have to give them reasons for each and everything. We have to explain them properly as an adult. How we know, we have to explain them, we have to give them reasons, though it should not be a lecture for 1 hour, just a 5 minutes talk to them, but it should be a logical talk. We should give them the logic behind why they should eat this food. This information the child will carry whole his or her life. So you should not just say that because, okay, the carrot is orange in color, the carrot is this, that, and you should eat. No, you should say, okay, this is good for your eyes, milk is good for your bones. If you keep on saying, they will remember that and they will feel it. So we should tell the good things about the food. And then, as I said, we should plan a schedule according to their own wish. You should say, okay, Monday, what do you want on Monday? So one day according to your child's wish and the other day according to your wish. So that way you can plan. So that will also make the child feel that you are giving importance to the child's opinion. You are listening to the child, you are considering the child as a person and giving importance to the child's opinion. So that even brings confidence in the child that they are being considered, they have been given the importance. And similarly, they will start giving importance to you. So you have to consider the child, what they like, and plan the schedule. So one day according to child's wish, the other day according to the parents' wish, and similarly the alternate things. And maybe on weekends you can give them some advantages, you can give them whatever they like. And now sometimes what happens, there are a particular vegetables which the child doesn't like some kids, they don't like brinjal or capsicum, some kids don't like cabbage. So what you can do is, when you are preparing it, you can mix it with the vegetable which a child likes. Like suppose I said brinjal, capsicum, mix it with potato. Most of the kids, they like potatoes. So you can just make a small amount of vegetable for testing if they're liking it or not by mixing potato in it, and then see how the kid likes. Sometimes the kids like nuts, the peanuts or cashew nuts. So you can add peanuts or cashew nuts in the vegetable or whatever you are preparing, so that the child eats it along with it. So your wish of the child consuming the vegetable will also be fulfilled, and also the child will also like that, okay, something else is also there in this which is attractive. Alright, so this way we can mix the things which the child may like. And yeah, as I told you, you should always sit, and even if the child is 3 or 4 years old, you should always sit beside the child and eat with the child, talk to the child about the day or whatever has happened, and with that you should make the child slowly start eating the food. And also sometimes you can plan some exciting activity after the food. If the child is taking a very long time to finish the food, we can't just say the child to eat, because we don't know exactly what the child is going through, what problem the child is having. Okay, so maybe emotionally or mentally they are not getting connected to the food time. So we should make them feel excited about the activity or thing which is going to happen once they finish eating. So we should motivate them by saying, okay, once you finish this, we'll go down to play, or once you finish this, we'll read this book, or we'll do coloring, or something like that, some stuff like that. So that will slowly speed up the action of eating. But yeah, never force a child to eat anything. Until and unless the child is active, there is no need for the child to gain weight or keep on eating. Just see how much right quantity the child is eating and you can stop. So you should never force a child to eat something. So yes, listeners, I hope these tips will be helpful for you to handle your situation that you're facing with your child. I'll again meet you with another podcast. Bye.